Okay, I got all of the pieces cut that I need for the walls for the way I'm going to do it is just using this wax paper. I'm just going to line it up along the edge and just keep going. Okay, and that's all that I'm doing with that. I'm going up to 1.5 inches, but it's just a lot of the same, just gluing off the sides, putting it on. So we'll get working on this and get more done and then be back in a bit. Here are the final walls. Was able to get them matched up to be same height. I did have to cut one of the strips in half to put it along there. It was just they weren't exact cuts of the piece of wood, but that works. There was just a little bit of glue that is left on here. You can kind of see some of the white. And I'm just going to take it on a little bit of it off with this sandpaper that I have. I'm not too terribly worried about it, just because you're not going to see this side really at all. You're going to be seeing this, as this is the inside of the wall. And it's going to be, this part's going to be shown as the cutout of the building. But at the same time, I don't want huge globs of glue that you can tell are glue if somebody happens to just rotate around. Because as I said in earlier clips, I do want the backside to still look scenic and look good and doesn't look like I've cut any corners on it. The next thing I need to do is get this put in. Oh, the other thing I did was added some support braces that you would see in theory there, so. So what I'm doing is, I knew I was going to have to do this and I didn't know which way. I figured this was going to be easiest. I need to punch some holes for these angle braces that you see. And for me, the easiest of what I'm going to do is just, I've marked out the length that it needs to be, and I've marked where it's at on the wall. So I'm just going to take my time and just gently cut these out. Since this is the same measurement of wood that I used. And then I'll just plug the hole, or once I get it in, get it the wall put into where I'm going to have it on the base here. I'll just trim off whatever from what I've cut out, the length, so that it matches up still with the top. mark them as to which side they are and which way is up. Okay, we'll set those off to the side. Get this done. Get this out. Also mark that one. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is start working on the cross bracing for it. And I'm only going to show a little bit of this just because it's, like the last stuff, monotonous, the same things, and I actually am going to be working on this away from a spot that I can easily film it. So there isn't going to be any rhyme or reason to it, to how I'm gluing them on. It's just mainly what I think will look good and match up with what I've cut. So that's all I'm going to do. This smaller stuff, unfortunately, is just a little too thin to get a nail through. Maybe I can... So really that is all I'm going to be doing with that. I have some that I'll put along the back here, going across the two. I think I cut some of them anyway. I'll trim them down a little bit so that they're on the inside of the wall. I may actually put them up underneath too, going, you know, up on the inside. Anyway, that's what I'll be doing. And I also have some to go may have been just some scrap pieces, but maybe, I don't know. I have some racing cut, so there'll be some along both the angle brace and the back piece here, as well as this side. So we'll do that off camera and be back in a bit.